Geese Howard is officially out in Fatal Fury COTW along with a brand new update to the EOST mode among other goodies. Hey, how you doing? I'm DecepySwag, and today we're here to talk about the big rollout SNK made for the big bad man himself, Geese Howard. New costumes, a new stage, animated special, plus a lot more. But before we get into all that was included with this update, please do me a solid and subscribe to the channel. We're only a few subs away from hitting that big 3,000. Always appreciate it. Now, back to the topic of Geese Howard. As I said before, Geese Howard has made his way back into the roster of Fatal Fury for the first time in over 2 decades, and he didn't come empty-handed. Like the dev said in the 4Gamer interview, there were some surprises to be included with his arrival, and trust, they weren't lying about this one. Of course, we have the main man himself, Geese Howard, aka Nightmare Geese, the DLC character of the month of February and the second in a line of 6 DLC characters to be added for the second season of the game, which, friendly reminder, for the month of March, we are getting the lovely Blue Mary, so look forward to that. All of you Blue Mary fans out there in my community, don't worry, the wait is almost over. Geese all in all is a fun character, really like his inclusion in the game. Granted, I am not a Geese Howard main myself, but I can appreciate having the OG Big Bad himself being back one more time in a Fatal Fury game. And shout out to SNK for including the options to do the original pretzel motions for Agent Storm, as well as the input sequence for Deadly Rave, providing you with more damage. So for all you old school fighting game heads out there, don't worry, SNK is keeping the culture alive and well. With Geese came a brand new stage, but not just any old stage, specifically a crossover stage from the Street Fighter world, the Metro City basketball court, and it's chock full of Street Fighter references. I mean, just look at it, this stage looks amazing, and once again, I'm having to figure out if this is my new favorite stage in the game. It seems like every time we get a new stage, it becomes my favorite, which isn't a bad problem to have in my opinion. But the fun doesn't stop there. There's also the Street Fighter 6 collab costumes included, with Rock getting a Glue costume, as well as Preacher getting a Jury outfit. These outfits look really amazing, and for any feet people out there, congrats, you get to have a good look at Rock Howard little piggies out in the open. But jokes aside, this was a very nice and welcome surprise from the devs. Hopefully this means we'll get a lot more outfits for the rest of the roster in the near future. Keeping with the content crossover with Street Fighter 6, we have an update to Fatal Fury's RPG game mode, episodes of Southtown. Here we have an update with plotlines continuing not just from Ken's and Chun-Li's story in Southtown, but seemingly a continuation from the story even with Street Fighter 6, having the game's villain JP come into Southtown causing trouble for everyone, especially Terry Bogard himself. In this mode we get a crossover enemies like Magyar Gang, JP Henchmen, and even the refrigerators from World Tour mode. And listen to me when I say this, I played this whole new update on stream. It was a fun time, by the way. Do not underestimate these damn fridges, okay? I'm telling y'all, there were times while I was streaming my playthrough where I was getting pressed by these demonic appliances. Along with new enemies we get from Street Fighter 6, we also get Street Fighter 6 mechanics included with this mode, such as Drive Impact, Drive Parry, and Drive Rush, which was really weird seeing Joe dart across the screen so fast, but still fun nonetheless. It was especially dope seeing different characters from the Street Fighter side appear in town, like Jury and Don Juan interacting, or Cammy and Marco. There's even special conversations that you can go listen to between a bunch of them, which, by the way, you'll notice a lot of hints towards a Capcom vs SNK 3 throughout this new update, but that'll have to be its own video. Got a lot to say on that one. However, the coolest thing to me that came out of this update for the mode was the creation of Kage Wolf, an evil version of Terry, created from the Gen Scrolls combined with the psycho power influence of JP. This unholy marriage essentially caused whatever wild instincts and darkness within Terry to manifest into its own being, essentially pure evil Boo being created separately from Fat Boo. For any Dragon Ball fans out there watching right now, like, just look at him, he's so cool. Please SNK, please, at some point, make him a playable character. He even has this dope win quote where he says, "Nothing escapes the hungry wolf." This character is sadistic and enjoys fighting. He's like a Saiyan straight from Planet Vegeta, and I love him. I love these type of characters. Like, they just don't care about anything. They just want to fight. They just want to enjoy themselves. It doesn't matter if they get hurt or you get hurt, or if anybody in the crossfire gets hurt. They like the thrill of the battle, and I'm here for it. Now, that's all I'll say regarding that. Don't want to spoil too much, but trust me when I say that I had a great time on stream playing this. Fun update and something the fans have been asking for with this game mode. Finally, we have the animated special that SNK and Obari put out together, and boy oh boy, this was probably my second favorite thing about this update next to Kage Wolf. And to be honest, it's going neck and neck right now. The anime might get a slight edge because of what was shown. We got 6 full minutes of greatness. No, let me correct myself. 6 full minutes of peak SNK content. Now on its face it would seem like, okay, this is just some promotional thing for Geese, but when you actually watch this special, it does a lot in wrapping up Rock's storyline with his father, and even more so, seems to hint at the idea that Geese spirit may finally be put to rest, at least for now I say. For years, Rock has struggled with his bloodline and more specifically resisting his darker half of his father's influence, and that's not to say that he no longer has this issue per se, but what this anime did is show us that Rock has grown past his father's ghost. He will still continue to train both his body and mind to become stronger to control this power, but it seems like he's no longer afraid of himself, but rather is more confident, which is great. I'm happy to see Rock again getting so much character development, especially seeing as how he's the face of Fatal Fury now. Of course, he was the face back when Mark of the Wolves first came out, but this here does a lot more for him in the way of getting him that push he needed. And you know, not becoming a psycho, starting wars and becoming a villain and killing people, relatives at weddings and stuff like that, like, you know, some pro tags in another fighting game franchise. But anyway, we get to see a flashback of baby Terry and Andy on that fateful day where Jeff Bogart was killed by Geese Howard, Mr. aka long hair don't care Geese Howard, which took me by surprise because I wasn't really expecting that. And not only that, we also get this amazing scene of Terry giving Rock his Neo Geo hat, which again, SNK, please put out more merch. Neo Geo hats, Neo Geo jackets, Neo Geo everything and everything in between. We want it all. I will give you my money, just give me the stuff, please. Back on topic though, they cooked. The animation was fire, the art was on point, and of course the fighting was cool, but there were certain shots where we got this first person POV of Geese fighting Rock and just him carrying out his attacks and just demolishing Rock. It was so cool. I love when animes and just TV shows in general can take something as basic as a fight and give it a spin on it, give us the POV of the person defending or attacking. Little things like that go a long way in storytelling. This made me smile and just frankly geek out seeing all of this, and makes me hopeful that we will get some kind of anime from SNK in the future. Perhaps a Fatal Fury anime, maybe an Art of Fighting anime, or for my fellow KOF fans out there, a King of Fighters anime. Who knows? Again, all of this came in the way of Geese Howard's inclusion of Fatal Fury, and I gotta admit, SNK, you did good. You did good. I can only imagine what's in store for the rest of this season, but what I do know is that we reached that part of the video where I ask you all my favorite question, and that's, what are your thoughts? Are you liking Geese Howard aka Nightmare Geese and Fatal Fury? What do you think of the Street Fighter 6 costumes and EOST update? Thoughts on Kage Wolf and if he should be playable in the future? And finally, how excited were you when we got that 6-minute animated special? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. While you're at it, let's try and get this video to around 100 likes. Always appreciate it. Fatal Fury COTW just continues to improve, and we the fans are having a huge impact with that improvement. So continue voicing your feedback to SNK, both negative and positive. Till next time, I'm DecepySwag. Later.